I was eating popcorn on my couch when I saw my husband cheating in 4K. The 4K resolution was so crisp I could see the sweat glistening on the forehead of a man playing a trombone 3 states away. I was sitting on my beige sectional sofa, wrapped in a blanket, eating popcorn straight from the bag while the February wind rattled the windows of my empty house. It was Tuesday, February 17th, Mardi Gras. My husband, Mark, was in Chicago for a Midwest Sales Summit. He had texted me an hour ago complaining about the freezing rain and the boring keynote speakers. "Missing you," he had written. "Wish I was home." I sighed, scrolling through YouTube on the TV. I was bored. I clicked on a channel called NOLA Live. Bourbon Street 4K Walking Tour, Mardi Gras Madness. The stream loaded. The screen exploded with color. Purple, green, gold. The camera was mounted on a stabilizer, gliding through the chaos of the French Quarter. I watched as people danced, screamed, and fought for cheap plastic beads. It was mesmerizing. It was everything my life currently wasn't. I watched for an hour. I watched a guy in a lobster costume trip over a curb. I watched a brass band march through a sea of tourists. At the 2-hour mark, the camera operator stopped. He tilted the lens upward, focusing on a wrought iron balcony overlooking the street. It was a VIP section above a bar called the Cat's Meow. The crowd below was screaming, arms outstretched, begging for the treasures being rained down from above. The camera zoomed in. My popcorn bag slipped from my fingers. It hit the floor with a soft rustle, scattering kernels across the rug. Standing on the balcony, leaning over the railing with a fistful of gold beads, was a man wearing a purple masquerade mask. But the mask didn't cover his jawline. It didn't cover his distinct, square chin. And it certainly didn't cover the watch on his left wrist, a silver Tag Heuer I had given him for his 30th birthday. "Mark." My breath hitched. "No," I whispered. "He's in Chicago." I grabbed the remote. I paused the stream. I moved closer to the TV until my nose was inches from the screen. It was him. The haircut. The posture. The way he threw the beads with that aggressive, overhand motion he used when playing cornhole at barbecues. But he wasn't alone. Standing next to him, laughing, with her arm draped possessively over his shoulder, was a woman. She was wearing a matching purple mask and a sequin corset top. She leaned in. She whispered something in his ear. Mark laughed. He turned to her. He kissed her. It wasn't a friendly peck. It wasn't a drunk accident. It was deep. It was familiar. It was the kiss of a man who had done this 1,000 times before. I felt the heat rising in my neck, a prickly, radioactive sensation that started at my collarbone and crawled up behind my ears. My vision blurred. I was looking at my husband, the man who was supposedly suffering through a sales conference in the Midwest, partying on Bourbon Street with another woman. I unpaused the video. I needed more. I needed confirmation. The camera operator panned slightly to the left. A banner was hung across the railing of the balcony. Tech Global National Sales Awards, VIP Party. Tech Global. Mark's company. He hadn't lied about being on a business trip. He lied about the city. He lied about the event. He told me it was a boring summit in a hotel ballroom in Chicago. In reality, it was the biggest party of the year in New Orleans. And he didn't invite me. Why? I looked back at the woman. She pulled her mask up to take a sip of her drink. I recognized her instantly. Jessica. The work sister. The one who was just a kid. The one Mark complained about constantly because she was so incompetent. She wasn't incompetent. She was his date. I felt a wave of nausea roll over me. I grabbed my phone. I opened our text thread. 1:49 p.m. Mark, conference is brutal. Might skip dinner and sleep early. Love you. I looked at the timestamp on the live stream. It was live. Current time, 1:50 p.m. He had texted me that lie while standing on that balcony, probably with one hand on his phone and the other on Jessica's waist. Sleep early, I muttered. You liar. I opened the YouTube chat. It was scrolling fast, thousands of comments flying by. User 492, beads. Throw me something, mister. NOLA guy, that balcony is lit. Then, I saw it. A comment that made my blood run cold. Salesbro 99, OMG, that's Mark from Chicago branch face with tears of joy living his best life. Strangers were recognizing him. His co-workers were watching this stream. I rewound the video again. I needed a clear shot. I needed evidence. At 1 hour 47 minutes and 12 seconds, the camera operator had zoomed in on them specifically. Mark looked directly into the lens. He smiled. He lifted Jessica up onto his hip so she could throw beads further. His hand was on her thigh. Her legs were wrapped around his waist. It was undeniable. It was high-definition infidelity broadcast to the entire world. I didn't scream. I didn't throw the remote. I felt a cold, terrifying calm settle over me. I picked up my phone. I opened our joint credit card app. If he was there, he paid to get there. I logged into the Chase app. My fingerprint unlocked it. Pending transactions. There it was. February 14th, United Airlines, $845. February 14th, United Airlines, $845. 2 tickets. Booked on Valentine's Day. I clicked for details. The route wasn't Chicago. It was ORD to MSY. Chicago to New Orleans. He had flown to Chicago first, to maintain the lie, and then connected to New Orleans. And he bought a second ticket. I scrolled down. February 17th, today the Royal Sonesta Hotel, $1,200. 1 night. 1 suite. He charged it to our joint card. He used our savings, the money we were putting aside for a kitchen renovation, to fund a luxury suite for his mistress. You idiot, I whispered. You absolute, arrogant idiot. I sat up. I needed to capture this. A screenshot wasn't enough. He would claim it was photoshopped. He would claim it was a team-building exercise. I opened the screen recorder on my phone. I recorded the live stream. I zoomed in on the kiss. I zoomed in on the hand placement. I recorded the chat where Salesbro 99 identified him. Then I recorded the banking app. The flight charges. The hotel charge. I had a dossier. Now, what to do with it? I could text him. I could blow up his phone. But if I did that, he would have time to come up with a lie. He would say Jessica was drunk and fell on him. He would say the hotel charge was a mistake. No. I needed to cut off his escape route. I opened a new email draft. To hr@techglobal.com. Subject, ethics violation/misuse of company funds, Mark, last name. I attached the video file. Body, to whom it may concern, I am the wife of Mark, last name, Regional Sales Director. I believe you should be aware of the activities occurring at your National Sales Awards in New Orleans today. Attached is video evidence of Mark engaging in inappropriate conduct with a subordinate, Jessica Miller, while on a company-funded trip. Furthermore, please find attached credit card receipts showing unauthorized travel bookings for Ms. Miller charged to personal accounts, which suggests potential expense report fraud if he attempts to reimburse these. This behavior is occurring publicly on a live stream with 50,000 viewers. His conduct reflects poorly on Tech Global. I hit send. Then, I did something petty. Something beautiful. I went to LinkedIn. I searched for Jessica Miller. There she was. Sales associate at Tech Global. I scrolled through her profile. Married to Dave Miller. Dave. I clicked on Dave's profile. He was a software engineer. He looked nice. He looked like a guy who didn't deserve this. I found his email and his contact info. To dave.miller@gmail.com. Subject: you should watch this. I attached the video. Body: hey Dave. I think our spouses are in New Orleans together. I just saw this on YouTube. Thought you should know. I hit send. Now, the trap was set. I picked up my phone again. I texted Mark. Me: hey babe. Just saw the weather in Chicago. Looks rough. I wanted him to lie one last time. I wanted it on the record. He replied instantly. Mark: yeah, it's a blizzard out here. Stuck in the hotel room. Might order room service and crash. Miss you. Stuck in the hotel room. I looked at the TV. He was currently doing a shot of tequila off a surfboard held by a bartender. I typed back. Me: that sounds cozy. Enjoy the quiet night. Don't worry about coming home tomorrow. I changed the locks. I waited. The 3 dots appeared. Then disappeared. Then appeared again. Mark: what? What are you talking about? I sent the video. Not the whole thing. Just the 10-second clip of him kissing Jessica. And then, I sent a screenshot of the flight receipt. Me: enjoy the parade, Mark. And the hotel suite. You paid for it with my kitchen money. By the way, I emailed HR. And Jessica's husband. Have a fun night. I watched the live stream. I saw Mark look at his phone. He froze. He stopped dancing. He stared at the screen. The color drained from his face so fast it was visible even from the street camera. He grabbed Jessica's arm. He showed her the phone. Jessica dropped her drink. They looked at each other. They looked at the crowd. They looked terrified. Mark started typing furiously. My phone buzzed. Mark: Sarah, wait. It's not what it looks like. It's a skit. We were doing a skit for the awards show. Please don't do this. Me: a skit involving your tongue in her mouth? Bold choice for a corporate event. Mark: I'm coming home. I'm leaving right now. Please pick up the phone. Me: don't come here. Your key won't work. And I packed your bags. They're on the porch. Hopefully, the porch pirates don't get your PS5. I blocked him. I sat back on the couch. I ate another handful of popcorn. The live stream continued. The camera panned away from the balcony, moving down the street to a group of dancers. But I had seen enough. The fallout was nuclear. Dave, Jessica's husband, didn't just email me back. He called the hotel. He canceled the reservation. Since he was listed as an emergency contact on Jessica's credit card, which she used for incidentals, he managed to verify her identity and get the front desk to lock them out of the room. They were stranded in New Orleans with no hotel and a maxed-out credit card. I froze our joint card immediately after sending the text. HR moved faster than I expected. By Wednesday morning, Mark's work email was deactivated. He was placed on indefinite administrative leave pending investigation. Jessica was fired. Zero tolerance policy for undisclosed relationships, especially on company trips. Mark came home on Thursday. He tried to get in. The locks were changed. He banged on the door for an hour, screaming that I was ruining his life. I called the police. I told them a stranger was trying to break in. They escorted him away. He had to stay at his parents' house. I filed for divorce the next week. My lawyer loved the video. Irrefutable proof of adultery, she called it. And dissipation of marital assets for the hotel room. I got the house. I got the car. I got 60% of his 401k. Mark is currently unemployed. The industry is small. Word got around about the Mardi Gras incident. Nobody wants to hire a sales director who lies about his location and expenses. The video is still on YouTube. It has 2.5 million views now. The timestamp 1 hour 47 minutes and 12 seconds is pinned in the comments. Sometimes I watch it. I watch the moment he kisses her. I watch the moment he lies to me. And then I watch the moment he checks his phone. The moment his world ends. It's the best reality TV I've ever seen. So, tell me. Am I the monster for destroying my husband's career and marriage over a live stream, or did he just get caught in the highest resolution possible?
If you have made it this far and want to see more videos like this, then kindly subscribe and turn on notifications so you may never miss another story like this.